to, all of you might be thinking from where he comes. I'm a child of the Sikh schedule, from the village of North Kachar Hills, and 100% and have a spirit of the Sikh schedule and the tribe. So my background is Sikh schedule, and my blood is also Sikh schedule, and whatever I would like to come out is in that nature. Before I just get into what you have asked me, I'll try to give in the administrative framework approach first. Then I'll go to the aspect. The so-called we have now Sikh schedule in maybe of Karbela or maybe of NC or maybe Tripura or maybe Mizoram or Meghalaya. These are all inherited and born and real child, a true child of totally protected areas. Totally protected area was defined by somebody. I had gone through one of the South Indian, what's called a writer, saying that they are kept outside the reform. No reform will be allowed inside. To me, that was the writer was my teacher. But today I even tell him saying that no, this is negative narration. Protected area, totally excluded area doesn't mean that you don't love them. Out of love, this protected area comes. We don't allow others to interfere. We don't allow other systems to go and pollute them. You know, any kind of social interactions, a portion of pollution comes. Any kind of interference comes. Infringement is a part of the what's called that kind of activities that comes along. The system of the tribals are so good and so pure. I said this is the very pure. The system we have is so pure and so beautiful. And what's called a heartfelt, good thought people say that no, if general people go in there, there will be intervention and they need protection. That's why we said don't interfere at all. In the last word, administrative language, they said a state legislature also cannot interfere in their system. Kindly not. If one of confusion, the state legislature directly cannot interfere. It only need a permission from a governor. The word governor here is not what actually one of our panelists said. A governor kept my files 3 months pending, 8 months pending. Let us not take that kind of negative role of a governor. Let us take the governor as a holy man, God's representative, who is genuine, who has at least a love, a real love, genuine love for the children, who need protection. That means the tribals. Let us look in that aspect. If governor happened to go wrong, let us say that, no, let us forget, let us forgive him. Let us honor him. Governor is a God's agent and pure, who have a true love, a genuine love, and he should give a genuine protection. And not that as a means of tools in the hand of somebody, cabinet advising what to do, and he doesn't give. Let us not have the governor of that kind of things. Who is the defaulting governor is not actually, he is a sinner. Let us not take that he is his rule, that is his right. That right, wrongly used, wrongly used, will not be a virtue. Let us take the virtue of things. Governor ought to be the man, the holy man who think it holy, who think it really protection and a true love for the citizen. That is a governor. Here the one we use governor is that kind of things. Not the faulty one, not the person who doesn't behave well. We might have seen many people governor doesn't behave well at one time. That is not common functioning of governor. He is a holy man. he will protect. Only with the permission of governor, feeling that the right and privilege and the beauty of the tribal culture and society will not infringe and will not do it by putting an act. Only those cases governor will recommend to the state legislation for passing legislation. And some of the books I have gone through, I pick one or two, and these are all Bazaar Note. I think so many of you are students. I was also a teacher, and the students who use Bazaar Note, they write very fluent, but the language is not very, it is not mark-bearing notes. Use the real text. I have one book that is published from Parliament House. It is Government of India publication. In the book, the first sentence before the first sentence of the sixth schedule is written. The sixth schedule is not, sixth schedule area is not applicable for Parliament to touch, to pass rules and to interfere here and there. Any act made by them will be an act provided Council said yes. I think let us go for that holiness. That a real in-depth of thoughts which are kept in India, the great Indian constitutions, and those interpretations by the lawyers or business group, let us not take so much. You can use for reference. But the real text is that the law passed by Parliament is also not applicable in Autonomous Council area, taking from totally protected area. It can be applied only when the Autonomous Council, they said, yes, we adopt. The right is still denied. We are not inferior to the Parliament in that aspect. Now coming back to the rule, 1886 land law of Assam, that is the original text is written, not applicable to autonomous districts. Okay? The land belongs to the people. The people are represented by traditional head called the Gambura. And the other franchise that comes later on, we represent the heart of the people. The MDCs and the honorable EMs and the cabinets, if you count all their heads till today, that will not constitute more than 0.2% of the population of the people. And whatever they decide may not be fully correct. The truth is that it is the people's land. And government doesn't own the land. If they take by force, they're doing error. Let us take the case of your own child. You have a child. You gave him some right. You have a right to beat him also. But a person who keeps beating the child and without misguiding, without guiding correctly is not a good father. If government can take a right of the land, but only with the consent of, the basis with the consent of the council. Otherwise, no. Let us say no. People take away by force. No. It is sin. Let us not take among ourselves that, oh, they do. They take away and their authority. No. Let us not recognize. Number one. Number two, in totally protected area, the area is...
I have 3 minutes more time.
Okay.
For 20 minutes.
In the matter of totally protected area, totally non-interference area by government, that include the land and the people, the culture, the education, everything, including the atmosphere. Totally include area. Let us genuinely take. We have a genuine right. It is genuine responsibility, and let us hold it holistically. If you say that I'm looking after my own land, oh, if I can take care also, government will take and do it. That means you are not a faithful owners. Let us be a faithful owners. We should have a citizen's right. Let us leave it holistically and let us say that, no, this is our land. This is my land. If government try to take it, let us protest. No, don't take away. We have a guts to take. Somebody keep writing government will take away. Doesn't mean that they'll take away. No. Don't allow to take away. I don't think you are the owner than anybody else. The last aspect I just want to mention is here. You know, the traditions are more in-depth than formulated laws. The traditions have bigger value than a written law. Written law is prepared by somebody who is slightly brainy, and that brainy can be a cunning also. You know, what we use, clever. Clever in the true sense is cunning. So somebody will have a slightly cunning thought and keep adding. Written laws are, to me, for autonomous councils, not better than your available tradition. The tribal lands, the tribal culture, especially the tribals of Northeast India, we look better, we look more clean, we live more disciplined, and we are more better citizens than any tribal. Tribal, what they use in Delhi, kindly don't follow them. The tribal they refer to in Rajasthan, Gujarat, they are very low. They are not like you and me, who are having lived a life with dignity. Let us really live and live with the Shiksha. The Shiksha doesn't apply in Rajasthan, you know. Feel that you are higher. You are chosen one. Feel that your land is better. You have to live it better, and don't allow people to come in and generalize. Finally, no UCC. Uniform is not applicable to me. It's my right. I don't want. Don't want. They'll be dirty. They'll make him dirty. They'll make him polluted. Lastly, tradition of the village. You might look them down, but there is a value. If you respect ancestor man, you are still better man. If you have a right to cut your ancestor by putting your vote, you will not be a better man than your grandfathers. Let us try to protect the integrity of the tribal culture and the tribal villages. This is what I look at, and it belongs to all of us, and the right owner is the Gamburas. We are representing the children of the Gamburas. We belong to that village. And as I said, that interest has to be protected by somebody. We cannot all God and live with us. We have the agent, genuine agent, who is not elected by people, who is not doing by political campaign. That is the governor. Let us value the governor and let us respect. I think we should be better. Let us be a better people than other general people. Now, they protect us. Now we protect us. We are happy. Thank you.